in the midst of all this success, I guess, uh, how are you maintaining, your dad gave you that sort of message when you first started. How are you balancing your faith, being a successful producer, songwriter, and money coming from everywhere and awards and stuff? How do you manage?
I didn't think it was much to manage because I feel like whatever I had and whatever I was doing, God gave me. It's not because I'm so good, it's because of the grace of God and the talent and the gift that He gave me. I'm just grateful to Him. So I don't look at it as like I'm this guy. Yeah, you're giving me the award, but that's only because God ain't here Himself to accept it. I always go, I don't write songs. God writes songs. I take dictation. It's just a download to me. I'm just like, if He didn't pour it into me, like, and give me the idea or the spark, I could never write it.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at it like that. So I've always maintained that, like, it ain't really me. It's a gift. It's the God in me. And I wrote a song about it and put it on Mary Mary called "The God in Me." It's one of the biggest songs. Because you looking at me thinking I'm all this and I'm all that. But I'm like, if God takes His hand off me, I'm like the WB frog. I can't even, I'm just there. So I always attribute anything, any success that I have to God and His hand on my life, and just being, maybe He singled me out. I don't know why. No, I don't know why He called me, but I know that He did.
Yeah. But even in
And
the early, the whole death row stuff and all, yeah, as I said, as a young guy, temptation. I mean, how did and the music industry is notorious for being really a really tough, environment. How did you maintain being grounded in the midst of all that success in those early when you were
well,
younger?
I just think to be honest, there were certain things I was just afraid of. I wasn't gonna do because it just looked scary to me. If I walk in a room and see a bunch of naked girls, I'm not going in there. I'm like, yeah, in my mind, somebody's getting ready to get arrested or something. I don't know. I can't be in that room. So I never got involved in that stuff, not because I wasn't a red-blooded young boy who loved women. I was, but I saw danger in it.
Mm,
And so I wasn't perfect, but I wasn't going I wasn't doing that.
yeah,
Everybody smoking weed, I'm not doing that. I just
yeah, yeah,
I just didn't, certain things because of the way I was raised. I had the voice of my grandfather and my mother and my father in my head saying, like, know who you are.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You can't just do what everybody else does. You can't. You're
yeah,
different. You have a different trajectory in your life. You have a different path. You have the hand of God on you. You can't do certain things. So I wasn't always good. I did all kind of crazy stuff, but it wasn't never that crazy. I wasn't going. I'll be with one girl, not three, but not two. Like I might smoke one joint, but I'm not gonna be in a room with all y'all. We all smoking. If I do that, I'm gonna be by myself. Ain't nobody gonna see me do it.
yeah.
None of those guys say we smoke weed with Warren. No, he didn't. He was all by himself. We had drinks with Warren. I mean, maybe now you can say that, but then you couldn't. Because I didn't drink then. I didn't do any of that. I didn't even do it. Matter of fact, I smoking weed and drink. I didn't do any of that stuff during that time. That was like I didn't get it. I'm like, I don't want to be high. Like I felt like it was a cop out to be high and then create. Like you can't create without being high. Because guys would say, man, see when I get high, I can write. I'm like, I can write anyway. So here, hit that. I don't have to be high to do that. It was
Yeah.
really though based in like I was scared to do it. I was nervous to do that stuff. I didn't. It wasn't that I was. It wasn't so much of always a moral compass. It was more of a fear.
Mm,
And now that I'm older, I realize I thank God it was a healthy fear.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Did people know about your faith and respect it? Or do they
yeah.
people? Okay.
Everybody did. Everybody knew that I was a church cat. If you're around me for 3 seconds, especially back then, you would know like, yeah, he don't. because one thing, I didn't curse.
Okay.
They made fun of me because I said the word crap a lot. Everything was, oh man, with the crap. And they would always make fun of me because I said that was my word. But I just didn't. It was like, man, it's like, you don't cuss at all. I was like, I mean, you get me mad enough, yeah, but then then we got to fight too. So just don't make me curse.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, and I say this because when I interviewed Rodney, he Jerkins talked about people knew about, okay, he's a Christian, so they were mindful of and respected his values and stuff. And I wondered
Yeah,
if that was the same with yourself.
pretty much, yeah. And if something happened at Death Row, there was always something happening. Somebody got beat up, shot, And on a few occasions, they'd be like, yo, if I was there, get baby Warren, look, we need to pray. Like we need to say a prayer. And call baby Warren, he know how to pray. And I would do that sometimes, Yeah. Or guys like Heavy D. Heavy D was one of my best friends, big influence on me in this business. He would call me Jesus.
Wow.
The phone would ring, like, yo, what up, Heavy? Like, yo, Jesus, what up, Jesus? And I would have to say, yeah, you can't call me Jesus, man. He's like, why not, man? You like Jesus. I'm like, but I'm not Jesus. Yeah, you can't call me. Don't call me that. That's weird.
You did work with Heavy, and he was one of my all-time favorites, and I don't think so. And that was his solo, his first solo album? Or his second?
The song I Don't Think So.
Yeah.
Uh, that wasn't his first solo album.
No, it wasn't his first one. His first one.
It wasn't his first one, but yeah, I did work with him on that. But I was with him before that, putting his band together and stuff like that. And he became a mentor of mine. Heavy is the reason why you know who Mary Mary is.
Oh, how so?
Because Heavy was a big mentor to Puff Daddy. Heavy calls me one day and says, listen, Puff is putting together this A&R, some kind of A&R thing. You should be a part of it. You should come meet Puff. I was reluctant because of the whole East Coast, West Coast thing. I'm deaf row to death. And this guy, I just didn't. I was like, man, this cat. A friend of mine, the guy that they used to, before they called me Baby One, they called me Boy Wonder. And the guy that called me Boy Wonder was one of Suge's security guys who got killed by one of Puffy's men at a Jermaine Dupri party in Atlanta. And, I just didn't respect all the back and forth. And it was just, it wasn't even my fight, but because I'm down with Death Row, I was just like leery. So Heavy had to really talk me into coming to meet him. When I came to meet him, I liked him a lot. He immediately became like a hero of mine. I like his business acumen. I like everything he said. I like what he was about. Of course, I love the music.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just like, man, this guy he's a winner. He wants to win. And so he asked me about working on his gospel album. He said, we're going to do a Bad Boy gospel album. Wow. I said, really? I just signed a gospel group. And I played him Mary Mary. I played Shackles for him. We had just recorded it. So we did that. He loved it, wanted to sign it. And because Puffy wanted to sign my Mary Mary group to Bad Boy, every other label got wind of it. And it became this huge bidding war.
Wow.
I ended up doing the deal at Columbia Records because I could not ignore the money that they were proposing. Probably the biggest, deal for a debut gospel act ever.
And this is just because they're saying if Puffy wants it, that must be good. Is that?
Yeah, that's the Puffy when he was with J-Lo and that guy during that time.
Yeah.
Everything he touched went platinum.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
So, we benefited from that greatly.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I did miss you really.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you.
just for me.
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas' voice meant at all.
Play it.
These guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.